You see a gas station and your brain goes full cartoon villain. Pumps. Cars. Money hose. Easy. Then you buy one and discover the real business is a slightly cursed convenience store attached to a highly regulated liquid that sells for pennies of profit per gallon while the ice machine judges your life choices like a disappointed uncle who also wants $3 for a bag of ice. Here is the core joke of fuel retail. Gas gets the traffic. The store gets the margin. People drive in for $80 of gasoline and leave with a $7 energy drink that somehow saved the whole transaction. Lottery tickets and beef jerky join the rescue mission. If you only understand the pumps, you do not understand the business. You understand the decoy in a hat that says diesel. Fuel margins are embarrassingly thin on a good week. Wholesale price moves. Rack prices twitch. Credit card fees take a bite. Loyalty discounts take another bite. You can move thousands of gallons and still feel like you worked a full shift for the economic equivalent of finding $2 in the parking lot next to a crushed Gatorade bottle. Volume flex. Margin cope. The convenience store is the actual plot. Snacks. Drinks. Tobacco where legal. Coffee that tastes like survival. Hot dogs rotating in eternal purgatory. Impulse at the counter is where operators chase dollars while the pumps chase noise. Category management, shrink control, and staffing decide whether you own a cash machine or a refrigerated museum. Location is the religion. Corner of busy arteries beats a lonely exit with no reason to stop. Commute patterns, nearby apartments, truck routes, and competition within 2 minutes matter more than your motivational LinkedIn post about owning real assets. A bad site with pretty pumps is still a bad site with pretty pumps and a sad car wash that only rinses your regrets. Brand affiliation versus independent is the costume change. Big brand can bring traffic, card programs, and brand trust. It can also bring standards, fees, and someone else's marketing calendar. Independent can keep more flexibility and more risk. Neither costume prints free money. Both still need fuel contracts that do not ambush you midsummer when crude has commitment issues. Then there is the underground tank reality check. Environmental liability is not a cute overlay on your TikTok. Leaks, monitoring, compliance, insurance, and cleanup nightmares can turn a profitable year into a horror franchise with sequels. Own the dirt carefully. Ignore the tanks and the tanks will remember you in court with receipts. Credit cards and payment rails quietly tax the dream. Customers hate cash. Operators hate fees on thin-margin fuel. That tension is the national gas station family argument every holiday. Some chase cash discounts. Some lean into grocery inside and C-store baskets that can absorb swipe costs. The pump is popular. The fee is immortal. Theft and shrink are the gremlins. Pump and run. Employee leakage. Shoplifting that treats open coolers like a tasting menu curated by chaos. Cameras help. Process helps. Still, every operator has a story that starts with "I cannot believe" and ends with a missing carton of cigarettes and a broken soul studying the footage at 1 a.m. Labor is the Tuesday boss fight. You need humans for overnight shifts, lottery questions, coffee disasters, and Karen with 16 coupons printed in Comic Sans. Turnover is spicy. Training costs money. Bad hires cost more. Automation at the pump helps. It does not restock Gatorade at 2 a.m. when a trucker army or ancillary cash cows carry the meme. Car washes. EV chargers in some markets. Lottery if allowed. ATM fees. Fresh food programs. Propane. Trailer rentals. Air and vacuum that somehow still need quarters in 2026. The winners stack boring add-ons until the inventory turns or the C-store sport. Dead SKUs rot. Hot SKUs stock out and teach customers to go next door forever. Promo calendars from distributors can juice traffic or create a freezer full of stuff nobody wanted since the Obama years. Treat the store like a retail business with a flammable neighbor, not a hobby with nozzles and vibes. Fuel supply contracts and dealer agreements can bless or roast you. Image requirements. Volume commitments. Pricing formulas. What happens when crude spikes and your street price cannot keep up without looking like a villain in the local Facebook group? Read the paperwork like it can empty your pocket. Because it can. Capex is not vibes. Buying the business, land, tanks, canopy, POS, coolers, remodel, and compliance upgrades can chew through money like a hungry excavator with a caffeine problem. Some deals look cheap until deferred maintenance and leaky roofs introduce themselves at closing. Underwrite the ugly. Sellers love glossy gallon. Franchise-ish feel versus true ownership blurs depending on brand deals. You might own the site and still live inside brand rules. Or lease the dirt and feel like a tenant cosplaying as oil baron for Instagram. Clarify what you control: pricing, suppliers, hours, food program, and exit. Control gaps are how dreams become chores with fluorescent lighting. Cash flow seasonality and local shocks hit hard. Construction detours. New competitor with a prettier canopy and free air freshener. Highway rebuilds. A factory that closes and takes 300 daily fill-ups with it into the void. Gas stations are geographically pregnant. Their fate is married to the road ecosystem around them for better and for detour. Risk stack for adults: thin fuel margins, environmental liability, crime, labor, payment fees, and commodity price chaos. Upside stack: irreplaceable corner, disciplined C-store ops, add-on washes and food, and operator skill that turns traffic into baskets. Romantic? No. So is owning a gas station generational wealth? Sometimes, for operators who treat it like retail ops with a fuel marketing problem and a compliance hobby. Is it passive income? Almost never. The pumps sleep. The store does not. Neither does the tank monitoring system that texts you at 4 a.m. about a sensor having feelings again. If you still want in, underwrite gallons and store gross profit separately. Tour at peak and off-peak. Ask about shrink, card fees, tank age, and supplier terms. Ignore Instagram with golden hour canopy shots and a latte filter. Demand Tuesday night numbers and the repair invoice for the ice machine that has spiritually ascended beyond mortal service contracts. Bottom line. A gas station is not a money printer attached to a highway. It is a high-traffic, low-margin fuel decoy wrapped around a convenience retail war, plus environmental homework and fluorescent soul damage. Win the store and the site. Survive the tanks and the fees. Then maybe the pumps are the friends who invited customers to the party. Receipt meme time. Show someone the gallon that made 12 cents and the monster that made $3. Watch their brain blue screen. That gap is the whole curriculum. Fuel is bait. Nachos are alpha. Hot dogs are the index fund of impulse. Do not confuse traffic. If this made 79-cent hot dogs look like a hedge fund strategy, smash like you hit full tank, subscribe to Plain Money, and comment your hottest gas station take. Next time somebody says gas stations just print money, whisper it gently. Brother. Mind the tanks.